If you've watched this channel for any period of time, you would know that there are two things that I love above all others. And in fact, I love them so much I can't even tell which one I love more. Say it with me now. I said say it with me now. What, you think you're too good for this? That's right! Pistols and shotguns. Not sure why I love these things as much as I do. They just kind of gripped onto me, much like a 6-year-old grabs onto the sniper rifle fantasy. But yeah, pistols and shotguns. I love them. And of course, I got myself a new pistol here. This being the Zuru X-Shot Reflex 6. Not entirely sure why it's called the Reflex, but it's called the 6 because it's got a 6-shot rotating turret on the front of it. With a direct prime pull, which is kind of different for a 6-shot revolver kind of thing. Usually like the Nerf strong arm, you've got like the slide, which is so uncomfortable you actually have to like shave some stuff off of it or else you will blister the crap out of your hand, which I've done on a video. Or yeah, this is a much better system. The X-Shot Reflex 6 comes with 8 darts, not 6, so you get 2 extra just in case you lose a couple. Very, very smart. 3 little pop can style knockdown targets, and advertises range claims of up to 90 feet, which is not an insignificant number. On the back it shows easy primer, rotating barrel, rapid fire trigger, sure, and tactile grip. The grip does look very, very comfortable. I'm quite excited to get my hands on it. And on the back it shows off a huge amount of blasters. You've got the Micro, the Tech 3, the Recoil, the Fury 4, the XS, the Hurricane, the Vigilante, the Turbo Advance, the Hawkeye, the Max Attack, and the Regenerator. So there are a lot of blasters in this line, and man, this thing looks cool. I actually don't think you have to like open up the package to take this thing out. I'm gonna test the theory here, but yeah, you can, Not sure if that's what I was supposed to do, but that's what I, sorry about that. I have a tendency to do stuff like that. This is, I mean, I have, again, kind of small sausage finger hands, and, that is so good. That is excellent. The entire blaster is completely symmetrical on both sides of the shell, which is relatively interesting. Of course, this side has screws in it, this side doesn't, and it has like the little holes for like the little like things that I pulled this out of that keeps it in the packaging, which is a new thing I haven't seen with blasters yet, I don't think, because that's really interesting. You don't have to like cut tabs or anything, you just pull the blaster out. It's really, really nice, and the pull is buttery smooth. First impressions are important, and my first impressions on this so far are very, very, very positive, especially for a pistol. And of course this is going to be like a sidearm or maybe a secondary / tertiary for you, but it is, I am exceedingly impressed so far. It looks cool, feels good in the hand. Does it perform well at all? I think we're gonna have to find out. Here we are, we're gonna see exactly how far this thing can shoot. I've switched to the original orange style Zuru darts here, and so you can see them a little bit better, but we're just gonna do this flat. Jeezy. That one did kind of catch the wind. There's a headwind going, but that is, again, flat. Completely flat. I kind of wish there wasn't a headwind going on, but this thing, I don't even know if you can see how well those are catching the wind and flying up in the air. I mean, I can't really test accuracy all that well. I guess I'll have to try to shoot at the targets a little bit in a less windy area, but this thing hits an obscene distance. I need to take it to the chronograph because this thing is just punching so freaking hard right out of the box. I'm very, very impressed so far. Alright, I'm standing pretty ridiculously far back from these. I would say about 12 feet. Interestingly, it does come with 3 different targets, but the targets will clip together to form a complete pop can-like Really? To form a complete pop can-like shape, so it should be relatively easy to get them to stay still, although the single targets, if it's windy, will just blow right over. So I'm gonna see, you know, this is just a idea of how this thing works. If I can hit any of those from all the way back there, of course, this is not so much a demonstration of my personal skill, so much as I'm going to see if this blaster is capable of hitting those that target. Pot shot. Wasn't that bad. Let's see here. Hold on. I might actually be able to do this. Let me get behind. Wow. All right. Let's see what you've got. 85. 80. 86. 85. 81. 80. 81. Duplicate 81. 79. 82. 79. 84. Wow, amazingly consistent and poppin' pretty darn hard for a stock blaster, especially a pistol about this big. Not bad at all. Time for a conclusion. All in all, the Reflex 6 from X-Shot does everything it does extremely well. The only con it actually has is the fact that it's really essentially nothing super special. Not that it needs to be, because it's a 6-shot pullback revolver pistol, and it does that very, very well. It's extremely powerful for a stock blaster. It's very comfortable. It looks really cool, in my opinion, and it holds a decent amount of darts. 6 shots is nothing to laugh at. If you wanted to take this thing on a field and participate in a stock or super stock war, this will just do you good right out of the box. There's really nothing you have to do with it, but it being very similar to the Bug Attack Rapid Fire, well, I know for a fact the Bug Attack Rapid Fire could take a pretty gnarly upgrade, so there's a good chance that this will as well, which means that this thing has a very, very bright future, and you're most likely going to see this again very soon. I am really impressed with how this blaster functions. It is a little bit big and chunky for what it tries to do, but it's comfortable. The prime is very light, very, very smooth, powerful, reasonably accurate. The X-Shot darts are very, very nice. They are slightly smaller than your average foam darts, and I haven't had any compatibility issues with that yet. It does work perfectly fine in flywheelers that I've tested. They're very, very nice darts. That being said, this also works perfectly fine with any other dart I've tried to use as well. So, very accurate, very powerful, very cheap is probably the biggest pro for this thing. It's not going to cost you a whole lot. A blaster like this is going to be a staple at your local war if people know that it's any good, and I'm giving it a pretty high recommendation. If you're a new player starting out and you just wanted to pick up a cheap blaster and go shoot some foam, this is actually going to do you pretty good, honestly. It is a very good blaster, doesn't require anything special. You can probably just fit a bunch of darts in your pocket, run around with this thing, and absolutely dominate people, because again, it is very, very good. And if you already have a ton of pistols, then, well, you can buy one as a loaner, or paint it up, or make it, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with this thing. I am incredibly happy with this, but let me know what you think about the X-Shot Reflex 6 down in the comment section below. I'd love to get your feedback as well. I have a pretty high opinion on this blaster. I didn't see any reason not to be very impressed with this blaster, but of course I'm interested to hear what you have to say, because that's how I know if I'm doing a good job or not. I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.
You gotta